Welcome back to the Professional Electrician YouTube channel. I'm Adam Stears and reviewing another top class product for you today. You are going to see a lot of me in the future carrying out these reviews and showing you some absolutely class products. So before we get going, subscribe to the channel. The new Dialog MFT and the EV adapter. Is it any good? Let's find out. Today I'm taking a proper look at the brand new Dialog ALVA MFT Pro, a multi-function tester that's packed with features you'd normally expect in the higher price brackets but without the higher price tag. We're going to run through the main features, test it out on a real job, and I'll give you my honest thoughts as someone who uses MFTs every single day. Straight out of the box, the ALVA feels solid, robust, tough enough for daily use, proper job site durability. The carry case is rigid and protective with plenty of room for your leads, crocodile clips and your probes. I'm jumping straight into this today. I've never used this tester before, but I want to see how easy it is to use. First thing I'm going to do is stick it straight on the EV mode where it has an auto testing sequence. I'm going to plug it in and see how it goes. This is the Dialog EV adapter kit. It comes in a lovely case with both type 1 and type 2 test leads, so you're covered for any charger you come across. If you are installing a lot of EV chargers, this is where the ALVA Pro really comes into its own. Testing EV chargers with the Dialog EV adapter is super easy. All you have to do is put the plug test leads into the MFT and then plug that into the EV adapter. This then plugs straight into the charger, allowing you to run a full EV auto sequence safely and accurately. The adapter gives you access to the necessary pilot, proximity and load test functions to simulate real EV charging conditions. Combine it with auto sequence and you've got a really smooth workflow for EV installs and inspections. The EV adapter has 5 CP states, A to D. A is electric vehicle not connected. B is electric vehicle connected, not ready to charge. C is electric vehicle connected, ready to charge, no ventilation required. That's what I'm going to be doing today. And D is electric vehicle connected, ready to charge, ventilation required. Not applicable with what I'm doing today. We also have 3 other buttons on the left hand side here. CP error, PE error and the PE pre-test. So as you can see on the left hand dial, that is set to 32 amps and the right hand one is set to C. Now that I'm happy with these test results, I'm going to move on to turning on the MFT, switch it to EV mode, push test and run through that auto sequence. And literally within a minute, that's the testing done. This is the MFT Pro, and with this one, it has a memory function so it can record the results for you. You can also get the ALVA MFT, which is not the Pro, that is just as good, but has a few less time-saving features. Next up, we have the Rmax function, which is genuinely useful. When you're testing a ring or a radial circuit, the tester automatically tracks the highest R1, R2 reading that you measure. And I have a bank of sockets here to demonstrate this. It's on a radial circuit, so in theory, the furthest circuit away should be my highest reading. As you can see here, I get a reading of 0.15 ohms. And just to mix it up to show you how this works, I'm going to go to the furthest socket and then to the middle socket to see how that Rmax function works and why this is extremely useful if you're carrying out this test on a massive site. So my Rmax reading at the furthest socket is 0.27. So here in the middle of the radial circuit, I have an R1, R2 reading of 0.20, but retaining my max reading of 0.27 there at the bottom. Another point worth mentioning is that the ALVA series includes both 3 and 4 pole earth resistance testing with that setting there. I'm not carrying out a full electrode test today, but for anyone working on TT systems, outbuildings or EV installs that require a rod, having the earth electrode test capabilities on this is a big advantage. Loop testing on the ALVA is fast, stable and reliable. The standout is the new RCD, LOC and dynamic loop test. It uses a variable test current to give consistent readings without upsetting the RCDs. You get solid loop results even on sensitive installations without having to constantly reset devices. That's a big upgrade in everyday usability. Another nice little touch that this charger has is that it has all the probes that you use there in colours. So every test that you perform, it tells you which probes to use. The ALVA Pro also includes a built-in memory, so you can store your test results on here and just download them later on, which is ideal for those bigger installs, multi-day projects, or when you need to keep records and readings as you go along. When you take this for calibration, you can also update the firmware, which means new features and improvements can be added over time, so your tester will not become outdated. The thing for me that separates the ALVA series is how feature rich this tester is at a competitive price. It carries out all of the tests that a multifunction tester should carry out, plus a little bit more. And this one, the ALVA MFT Pro, which I've been using over the last couple of days, adds enhanced EV testing, the dynamic loop, extended memory, and the time-saving features that can make a real difference on site. Both models deliver excellent value for money. After spending a day with this tester, the Dialog MFT Pro has really impressed me. It seems robust, easy to use, and it's packed with features which is going to speed up your workflow. The EV auto testing was absolutely fantastic, and with the memory capabilities and the firmware updates, it just all adds up to be a good tester. Big thank you to Professional Electrician for giving me the opportunity to review this. All the links and details are in the description below, and if you've got any questions or want me to compare this with any other tester, leave it in the comments below.